Alright y'all, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are about to have a safe, fun, enjoyable weekend. I know it's an extended weekend for most people. This is way back when, these clips are from way back when me and Kayla and I actually went to the Home Depot to get our materials. The trickiest part was finding the good wood pieces. The prices were pretty good. I think they're back to normal for the most part, but actually like laying it down and trying to make sure there's no bow or any leaning inside the wood, and then trying to check the which way the grain is going on either side to make sure it's going to stay straight. It's not going to shift over time. It's pretty tricky. I watched a couple of videos on that just to see how do you find good wood, but everything turned out well. Overall, we spent about $400, which is pretty good considering how much these tables usually cost. And that $400 includes this miter saw, which was like $200 of it. So you can probably come out of this with $200, maybe close to $300 in like materials and everything, and that's pretty good. All right, y'all. So we're about to work on our horse. Gonna take the doorknob off of here. But yeah, this is so I can make cuts and have a little stable surface outside, which we had a whole little workbench, but it is what it is. So we're about to get to work, and as you can tell from this thing, we've been working already. Man, this man been working on everything but his hair. My hair is sticking up, everything, man. I apologize, y'all. You know, I try to keep myself together, but I think from this date, this is the week of me about to propose. So I mean, between this and actually planning that, and you know, working and life, it was a lot going on. So and I knew I would get myself cleaned up before the big day. But yeah, so we're just making the best horse we can, and then coming up to the following week, I'm actually getting to start on work doing that because there's no time doing prior to the proposal. Bro, that was so easy. I think I would literally, if I was like younger, I would just put stuff underneath there just to watch it get cut, like just because it's so satisfying to see a clean cut every time. You don't have to keep the thing straight yourself. All you got to do is hold the little guard to make sure the safety is off and pull that thing down, man. It's so much better. So the little clamp over there that I'm screwing down each time helps keep the board stable, which is really needed for the big 4x4s because those things are so heavy. But yeah, this was a great purchase, you guys. And then that first cut I made was just to practice. Okay, so those four 29-inch cuts I just made were incorrect. That's the length of the table legs for the 4x4x8s, not the 2x4x8s. So I just cut 2 inches off one, and I'm about to make these four 13.5-inch cuts. So I'm still gonna have enough wood. That's why you always like cut the bigger pieces first, just in case, you know what I'm saying. And I got an extra 2x4 anyway. So, cause they suggested it. So yeah, just in case we have to make some additional like adjustment cut or something like that. So. Okay, if you've never bought something like this, I'm gonna show you guys one thing that's really important to pay attention to. So like Ryobi has one of these that's like $180, something like that. It's cheaper than this one, but it's smaller, so you wouldn't be able to make these cuts with it. And I'm gonna show y'all like how this blade, like how close this blade is to like barely opening before it actually like it opens up. And I'll just show y'all. Measured how long the table is supposed to be. We made all of our cuts. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sizes. Now we're just gonna get to the third part of our instructions, which is actually build the frame. So here we go. Alright, I hope you guys liked that last clip. I love this jig system. It actually came in a package deal at Home Depot, so it costs a little more than the link they give you in the instructions. So right now I'm just laying it on the table and using a leveler, so I know that it's going to be flush on the outside and on the top is going to be level for when I put it in my tabletop 2x4x6s. Over here I was wondering what I was doing. I'm looking for the best side to show on the outside for these 4x4s. Like I said, we found some decent pieces, but every piece of wood is not going to be the best. There's still like some quote-unquote character in these wood pieces. And then on the homestead, the actual homestead, Duvall Homestead people, they have the printable instructions. The guy has a really nice shop or system set up. He's like a professional DIYer. But over here, we make it do what it do. We don't have all the tools, but we got the stuff we need to get it done. Okay, you guys, yesterday I did forget wood glue in the I guess 8 primary joints. So where this wood attaches here and then the 4 corners. But I'm just going to do it with these. So these are going to be a cross section or a cross arm, I don't know. They're going to be right here, and I just got to make 45-degree angle cuts with the miter saw. But that's still going to give me 8 places where I have like wood glue, and hopefully it'll be more stable. Adjust this so get that 45-degree angle. Okay, y'all, so I think I was still able to get like good adhesion, and I still have like structurally good support by adding these cross supports, I guess, in the 4 corners. As you see in the next clip, they're actually added in the background. I just didn't include the footage. I see Kayla coming up here. I'm actually late today uploading, but me and Kayla have been working a lot. She's gonna have double uploads coming next week, so look forward to that. Okay, these, I didn't see the instructions on how far from the bottom to put them, but I just did 6 inches. The same with these middle support beams. I just cut the middle section without support into thirds. Alright, so the frame is done. Now it's time to grab the tops and bring the tabletop pieces out here and add those to it. We only have the shorter ones left, so I think I'm gonna shorten the, I forget what this thing called, the jig tool, so it won't be so it won't create the hole so long, so they'll be able to reach through both pieces of wood. Probably go to a 3/4 inch. That'll be fine. Hey, before I actually start putting these tops on and testing and thinking I'm using the right screws, I'm actually testing it out using a 3/4 inch hole and a 1 1/4 inch screw. So this is the hole, this is the screw, this is how much it'll come up. So it looks like we're gonna be good. Also, side note on those middle support beams, I was just trying to make sure they're a little lower than the outside frame if they weren't level, because I don't want them sticking up and then you have a tabletop that's higher in the middle and then it has to like bow down to the sides.
Alright, tell the people what you're doing.
We're laying out the tabletop. I feel like these pieces are pretty wide. We may not use all of them.
I mean, there might be a nice little overhang. Y'all, I apologize for the mess. Just, you already know. Anyways, Marcus is starting off by putting down the center one. It's a little crooked, babe, but we're gonna get it together right now. Y'all, I'm so grateful to Marcus. Just an appreciation post. Because this man basically built this whole table with his bare hands. And I just think that is so extremely cool. I asked him to do it and he took on the challenge, you know, willingly, and he is literally a pro. What I also love about Marcus and like when he's building is like how meticulous he is. Me, on the other hand, I thought, this is good enough, let's just do it, and then at the end I might like try to go back and fix it. But yeah, he's a real builder here. I was telling him he should put these on Etsy, because you know, I was looking at farmhouse tables on Etsy and people sell them for a pretty penny. So I'm not sure how much he would charge, but like an affordable version, or even like, you know, a kit, like you send people the pieces and they have to put it together themselves, or he could offer to have it already pre-made, and you know, maybe you just do the stain yourself and you customize it yourself, you know, but depending on the package, it would be, the price would increase. So I don't know, just an idea, food for thought. But this table will always forever be so special to me. I know we for sure will never get rid of it, and it's just gonna be so amazing to break bread together as we go into our union. All right, enough chitter chattering. I should probably start being more helpful.
Okay, sweet. That's pretty centered. That's pretty dead center right there.
All right, how many inches is it on this side?
So it's 14 and a half, 14 and a half, and then 11.
Oh, okay, 11 and 11. All right, you're gonna drill that baby in.
I actually wasn't ready, so Kayla left. She wasn't ready to wait. And right now, I'm just marking where each top piece is gonna begin and end, so I can put the jig in the middle and make sure the screws are going up towards the center of each board. Alright, so I ended up making all of my holes on the outside of these centered posts, support posts. These right here are for the last board on either side. They're gonna be the little bit left over. There's gonna be like, let's see. So they're gonna, goodness. So the last boards are gonna start right here and then go hang off a little bit. I don't know why I can't say hang. And then everything on the inside over here, it's just for the other boards, but I wanted to do them on the outside of these, so that it's just likely, well, less likely they'll have any lift towards this end. All right, y'all. Two things. Some boards were loose, as I was showing. I was trying to use this and take off the little jig thing without the actual like contraption, the clamping part, but that didn't work. So I had to freehand it, and I kind of got it used to it. It worked a little bit to get the looseness and tighten them up a little bit, but it's not perfect. So I was just going in, starting the hole, and then I would just work my way down once I started that hole. And then trying to get the right angle. So it's a jerry-rigged situation, but it is what it is, man. It worked for the most part. Alright, you guys, table's done. All we have to do now is apply, well, sand, condition, stain, and then apply the poly. They got fancy tools I don't have, but you just sand with the lower grit and then sand with the higher grit and condition afterwards. So
sounds goody to me.
It's starting to really pick up, a little storm, a little rain coming through. Alright, y'all, so I've been I finished what's that thing called? Sanding, and went back over it with a smaller grit, and then I vacuumed and then like wiped it off with like a damp paper towel, making sure I don't leave any pieces behind. So this is what it looks like now. I'm going to apply the conditioner. In the instructions, the conditioner says you should use a vacuum sander or whatever. So I'm glad I did go back over it with a vacuum and then wipe any excess off. So yeah, man, and I think this will be it for tonight, and then tomorrow we'll be able to put the stain and then the poly on. Man, bringing this table into the sunroom was a headache. It took about an hour. But once we got it in there, we were able to put it where we need to. We put felt pads on the bottom. I think I'm going to screw those into the bottom or double-sided tape. I'm not sure yet. But definitely when you get done with the frame, take it into wherever you need it to be, and then just put down a drop cloth or some plastic so you can sand, condition, and apply the top without you know, having to carry the full entire piece, because it's a beast. Like Kayla really struggled. It's definitely something you need two people for, just because it's so big. So I would say that's definitely the biggest part of this build. Once you're done, well, before you get done, move it to where it needs to be. All right, this is today. Sunroom fully done. You guys see that? That's a birthmark. We got mud on here trying to bring it into the sunroom, but it's all good. I call it a birthmark. I vacuumed and like dusted off the table again. Now I'm mixing up this polyurethane. It's water based and it's a matte finish. I also went to Home Depot and got another sanding block and another paintbrush, and try to get a good quality paintbrush, because you definitely want this to go on smooth and you not have any issues with it. So after this first coat, I'm going to have to sand and reapply 2 to 3 times. But for right now, I'm done. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy yourselves. Have a blessed weekend. And I will see you guys next time.